Hi guys, welcome to another video. This week I'm excited to talk about some data science interview questions. And these are available through StrataScratch. So you can go to stratascratch.com and I'll include a link below to get you there to take a look at these. Now, just a quick overview. So StrataScratch, they have over 1,000 data science questions in SQL and Python, and they have it from a number of different companies: Google, Stripe, Facebook, Airbnb, Amazon. So these are questions from a lot of big companies, and they also have just some general practice questions that you can use to prepare for these data science interview questions. So we're going to go through some questions these companies actually ask in their data science interviews to give you an idea of what they're like. Okay, so I'm at stratascratch.com, and we can go over and check out the coding questions here. So I'm signed in. If you're just checking this out for the first time, you'll notice that some of these questions probably have a lock next to them. They're not available until you sign up. The good news is if you use the code OS options, you can get 15% off a StrataScratch membership. So if you're interested, use code OS options. I'll include that down below for you guys. So you can see we have some questions from Airbnb here. All interview questions. We're on SQL. We'll switch over to Python. Okay. And so let's just go ahead and take a look at a couple of these questions and see what we can do with StrataScratch. So let's start out actually with an easy question. So we can start out with by going to easy here. We have some Airbnb. We have distinct neighborhoods. We have options to find different neighborhoods. Let's actually go ahead and just find all the neighborhoods. That'll be an easy one. So when I click on a question, and when I click on it, it's going to give me the question here. I want to find all neighborhoods present in the data set. It gives me the data frame I'm going to use, which is the Airbnb search details. It gives me the expected output for this question, and it gives me information about the data frame I'm going to use here. Now, if I wanted to use SQL, I could just come up here and change this to SQL. Now, they've integrated Python with this, and so we can come over here and run Python code and check our solution when we're done. All I want to find right now are the neighborhoods for this data set. So I'm going to get rid of writing out the len of the Airbnb search details, which is the data frame I want to use. I want to come down here and find the neighborhood. So we have neighborhood right here. It's an object. And so what I want to do is I'm going to print, just to get an idea of what this looks like. I'm going to type Airbnb, and this is search details. And I'm going to put in the column name, which is neighborhood. I just want to print out the head to see what these columns look like. And so I can run this code, and it tells me I have the wrong key. Let's take, oh, I spelled it wrong. It's got the British spelling with the U in there. So let's hit that, and let's run code now. Okay, and so you can see that it prints out. We have just the name of each neighborhood, and we have a none here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get the just the details for each neighborhood, a list of each neighborhood. And we can do that with Airbnb search details. Once again, neighborhood. And then if we do drop duplicates, that will return only unique instances. And let's save this as results equals this. We can get rid of this line here. And let's go ahead and click. And we can actually, let's come down here, we'll do results.head. We want to print that. So we'll print this, results.head. And then let's print results.shape, just to see what it looks like. And let's name that so it's results and not results. And up here, I'm just going to print out the Airbnb search details dot shape so we can see the differences in shape after we run this. So I'm going to go ahead and click run code here. And I put a T in there accidentally, so we'll get rid of that T. That's another cool thing. They have all the error checking in here so you can see when something goes wrong. Let's go ahead and click run code again. Okay, so you can see that our initial data frame had 160 rows, and our final one only has 66 rows, and so something looks like it worked out well. We don't have any duplicates here, and so we can get rid of these two, and we can get rid of this print statement here. And now we can go ahead and run the code again, and you can see that it shows what our data frame looks like right there. And now, let's see if we check our solution, if we have the right answer. And our solution is correct. And once we do this, it logs it in the Solutions from Users tab, and so we can go see what other people have. So you can see we have this one here. This was ours. We have someone else who answered it with this one. Someone else answered it with this one. So you can see that a number of people have answered this question, which is really cool. Now, let's say that you didn't know how to answer this question. You couldn't figure it out. The solution's posted right here, so you can go in and you can take a look and you can see everything that's there. You can see how to get an answer to that question. Okay, so cool. So there's a question from Airbnb. Let's go see what other companies we have interview questions from. So we can click this company drop down here. We can see Facebook. We got Forbes, Google, the City of Los Angeles, San Francisco. Let's try one, see if there's any easy ones from Wine Magazine. Sure, here we go. All right, let's take a look and see if we can find a good easy one. So we'll filter this by easy. Let's see what topics we have. Let's see. We've got all kinds of stuff. Let's just take a look through these easy questions and I'll find one for us. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's try and find prices for Spanish, Italian, and French wines. Let's give this one a try. Okay, so you can see here we want to find the prices for Spanish, Italian, and French wines. Our data frame is winemag_P1. We want to have an output of a pandas data frame. We come look down here, we can see we have an ID, and we have a country, and we have a price. So we're probably going to want to use country and price columns. So let's go ahead and just see what things look like. And so this already has us printing out the head. So let's go ahead and hit run code and see what that looks like. Okay, so you have an idea. We have the country and a description. And if I scroll down, sorry, we can't see the whole thing on my screen. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. So we'll take, we can see Spain here. Okay, and it has some information here, and our price is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth column. So we got country, description, designation, so points, then price. So we can see that Spain, the price is 110. Okay, all right. So we want to find these three countries. We want to find the price of each one. All right, let's give that a try. So I'm going to come up here. I'm just going to get rid of this code that prints out the head first of all. And we want to list our countries out here. So we got our countries, which are going to be Spain, Italy, and France. We're just making a Python list that gives us those countries. Okay, and then we're going to want to find out what the prices are for each of those countries. And we're going to use the loc function for this. And we're going to use also the isin function for this. So if you're not familiar with the loc function, you can take a look at a previous video I made that shows you how to use loc, and then I'll show you how to use isin here. Okay, so let's do results. Oops, sorry, results is going to equal, our data frame is winemag p1. We want to locate, so we want to do .loc. Square brackets, we want where winemag p1 and we want to get countries, sorry, we want where the column country is in countries. Okay, so that will give us every row where this value here is in this list. And now, after we've done that, we need to return some columns. So now we want to get the columns of country and price. Okay, so hopefully this gives us the answer we're looking for. Let's go ahead and do results.head, and hopefully that will show us these two columns with what we want. So let's click Run Code. Okay, and you can see that we have Spain, France, Spain, 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 and we have the prices for each one of those wines. And so it looks like we have the right answer. So we can get rid of this, and let's run the code again. And now let's click Check Solution. You can see Italy's down there now too. So let's click Check Solution. And our solution is correct. So there you can see that we've successfully answered that question. We can check out solutions from users. And you can see that we're actually the first one to answer this. The solution here, we went about it a slightly different way, you'll notice. We used LOC, and this solution didn't, which is okay. And so it's really cool that it can pick up that you get the right answer, even if you use a slightly different method to get there. So once again, if you're interested in StrataScratch, you can get 15% off with the coupon OS options. And I'll include a link down below to the website and to the coupon. Stay tuned. We're going to go through some more difficult questions in future videos. So I just wanted to give you an introduction to the platform here today. And in future videos, we're going to go through questions from different companies, and we'll go through some of the intermediate and some of the harder questions so that you can get used to what those interview questions might look like. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.